In a time long ago, there was a kingdom called Gallowmere, a land where the people were happy, war was unknown, the children were polite and helpful at all times, and not just when mooching for chocolate. The monarch of the realm, King Peregrine, was wise and just and, all in all, a bit of a decent chap, fond of philosophy, literature, and pictures of kittens in bonnets. He was an enlightened ruler. But he had among his retinue an official court magician, a brilliant but unscrupulous man by the name of Zarok. Instead of confining himself to the horoscopes and balloon animals for which he was employed, Zarok began to conduct horrific experiments on the bodies of the dead. Of course, people often get quite sensitive about their deceased loved ones, so it wasn't long before the king found out and had the sorcerer banished from the land. Zarok skulked away into the wilderness and busied himself by perfecting his experiments, seething with rage and practicing his diabolically evil laugh. At last, with an army of demons at his command, he set off to bring Gallowmere under his foul dominion. The captain of the royal guard, Sir Daniel Fortescue, led the militia into battle against this unholy horde. Songs are sung to this day of how he spearheaded the charge deep into the accursed multitude, how the invaders fell before him like wheat before the scythe, and how at last, though mortally wounded, he fell upon the infernal sorcerer and destroyed him utterly. True, these songs don't have particularly catchy choruses, but people cared less about chart success in those days. And so it was that Daniel Fortescue went down in history, the hero of Gallowmere. And there came upon the land a time of peace, harmony, and quality wines at affordable prices. The tranquility was to last for 100 years, but then the sorcerer returned.
Found it!
Yeah!
Dan's Crypt. The best place to go if you're looking for a dead Dan.
Oi, you! Fortescue! At last! Come, get up! We got things to do! Hey, hey! Easy, my friend. In my culture, we treat the guests with courtesy, especially if they stop by for 100 years. Who am I? My friend, you should feel honored. Usually the corpses, their skulls are filled with just the worms. Instead, you get I, Al-Zalam, glorious genie of the Sultan Prince Razim the Ribald, noble protector of... You doubt me? I see it in your eye. Well, it is true. We genies, usually we are trapped within the lamps. That is bad. Very oily for the skin. But far worse, let me tell you, is when evil sorcerer tricks you, traps you inside skull of cowardly knight. Oh, the smell! It is mustier than a Saracen's jockstrap. You imply that I lie. In my culture, that would earn you 50 strokes of the cut. And we are allergic to cuts. So that is a terrible punishment. But fine, if you're too busy with the being dead, we just sit back and watch Zarok destroy Galomir once more. Oh, you remember Zarok at least? Yes, that madman is back from the exile. He has mastered the dark magics, has been waking the dead, turning good men evil. He turns this land bad quicker than tub of yak's cheese next to warm radiator. Why you back among the living? His magic. Or perhaps fate. Fate gives you chance to redeem yourself. Make amends for your cowardly death. Eh? Yes, I was there that fateful day. I saw you hanging back, pretending to tie your bootlaces, and getting hit by first stray arrow. Never believe on publicity. You just a big coward, buried as big hero with poor genie still trapped inside his head. Come on, I know you are tough guy deep down. We can work with that. I will be guide. Maybe this time we truly defeat him. His men killed you. His magic cursed me. Together, we squash that creepy cockroach. Free me. Turn you into a real hero, eh?
Well, he's back. Old Sir Daniel Fortescue, the hero of Gallowmere, rendered eyeless and lifeless by the first arrow, rendered heroic by the mists of time. It's amazing what good PR can do. Now the fickle finger of fate has given him a second chance. A chance to make good his ignoble past. A chance to defeat Zarok and live up to the legend. If I had any breath, I wouldn't be holding it. Anyway, many of my stony kind reside in Gallowmere. We may be woken with a gentle nudge, not with a kiss. Please, don't try the kissing thing. We don't have affectionate natures. Well, he's back.
You got to study. I never had you down as a reader. You use a monocle, right? A training room, eh? Nice decor. Early macabre. Oh, mind the lava, Dan. Cremation's not your style, I think. That is a rune key, Dan. Place it in the claw of the rune gate and open sesame!
So, you're set on finding Zarok. The Master, as he likes us to call him, leaves a sulphurous green ether as he passes through the land. Seek out this whiffy trail, and you may be sure you're on the right track.
Ah, a beautiful map of Gallowmere. This will help us get around the realm.
The graveyard. You wouldn't catch me digging graves in my yard. Spoils the ambience.
I sense Zarok is very close by. Maybe at Cemetery Hill, which lies just beyond this graveyard. Ah, real shiny stabby sword. Let's try it out.
Welcome back to Gallowmere, Daniel. The stinking dead have risen up to dance with the lifeless living. Have courage. These are truly strange and terrifying times. Blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Now get out of here. You're blocking my view.
You can light it, or hey, maybe just club stuff real hard.
Hello, stranger. What can I sell you today? A nice bit of schmatter?
Beyond these gates lies the exit to this cemetery, but the gates are locked. You didn't think you'd just breeze on through here, did you? You did? Ha! Oh, my aching sides, ha! Guess again, cranium face. The dreaded glass demon, lord of the hilltop mausoleum, has the key. Go ask him for it, you sap. Evil alert! Evil alert! Zarek's beyond these gates, meeting with the demon from the mausoleum, hatching evil plots, and generally being naughty. If I were a failed one-eyed warrior, I'd make myself scarce, mate.
The Hall of Heroes. Bring the kids. It's like a theme park with a whole cast of lovable, heavily armed friends.
Welcome, O undernourished one, to the Hall of Heroes, where the bravest warriors from history spend eternity feasting, arm wrestling, and singing out of tune. If they think you're worthy, you may be able to persuade them to give you a new weapon. In your case, you'll be lucky to walk away with a spud gun. Now move it, Twiggy.
Captain Fortescue, does the battle go well? A temporary setback, I'm sure, sire.
Gosh, they were merry times, slapping our thighs, downing beakers of bitter shandy, and the battles, ooh, they were fun too. How I wish I could help you in some way now. But hold! Oh, you could take my crossbow. I used it at the Battle of Gallowmere. After you were slain, I shot Zarok's champion, Lord Cardok, a clean kill, sir, right through the eye at some 300 yards. Not that there's anything clever about shooting someone in the eye, sir.
Dan's Crypt. The best place to go if you're looking for a dead Dan.
It is your mummy, Dan! What? Suddenly I can do no jokes. Ah, a training room, eh? Nice decor. Early macabre. That is a rune key, Dan. Place it in the claw of the rune gate and open sesame!
Cemetery Hill. An excellent name for a blues singer.
Oh, no. You're back. Looking like something from a butcher's dustbin. Oh, and what's that smell? Oh, decomposition? Well, you're too late anyway. My army has already risen from the grave. Still, never mind, eh? Chalk it up as yet another of your inglorious failures. I really need to work on that mocking laugh.
spade in a cemetery. I sense great logic at work. A witch's talisman. Use near a bubbling cauldron to summon a witchy. The soil on that grave looks looser than a man in a sleeping bag full of scorpions.
Greetings, stranger. Now, what can I do for you?
Some rolling rocks look crumbly. Maybe try whacking them.
The Hall of Heroes, where they feast and make merry unto eternity. Yes, even on a school night.
Fortescue? What's this I hear? That art-cad Zarok still alive? Thought you killed the fella. Never mind, you old war horse. Happens to the best of us. Think you've slaughtered a chap, but up he pops again. Crushed limbs flattering like cheap flags, but otherwise perfectly chipper. Or is that just me? What? Anyway, I expect Johnny Zombie's a bit more of a handful than you remember. How are you doing for weapons, old man? Tell you what, take my old war hammer. It's no bother. In 2 centuries, all I've used it for is putting up shelving.
Dan's Crypt. The best place to go if you're looking for a dead Dan.
It is your mummy, Dan! What? Suddenly I can do no. A training room, eh? Nice decor. Early macabre. That is a rune key, Dan. Place it in the claw of the rune gate and open sesame!
The Hall of Heroes. Like Valhalla. Only I'm legally obliged to say we're not affiliated.
Fortescue, you jawless arrow magnet. What are you doing in a Hall of Heroes? How I pity the people of Gallowmere. Oh, that their fate should be in the hands of a vacuum-headed chimp like you. Still, I suppose it's not fair to take it out on them. Take my longsword, and try not to stab yourself in the foot. You know, I've always had my doubts about you, Fortescue. You're simply not carved from hero material.
The Hilltop Mausoleum. Think of it as a kind of pet shop, but with less fragrant purchasing choices.
Oh, Daniel Danikins. You are so persistent, I'll give you that. But then so are beggars' babies, and I trample those underfoot too. Look, you really must get it into your thick, exposed cranium. You cannot stop me from conquering Gallowmere. Already I have transformed the populace into servile zombies and drained the sunlight from the skies, withering many a tomato plant in the process. How could a spindly monovisual carcass like you reverse the momentum of such an epic master plan? And see where your stubbornness has got you? Do you see? You're trapped forever in this necropolis. Still, you could always discuss your predicament with my good friend up there. I'm sure he'd do his best to help you. Sadly, I can't hang about to listen to the musical twang of your tendons. My army is amassed, and it will not be long before my scouts locate the demon claw that will unlock my beloved shadow demons. I must return home to oversee the invasion of this pathetic realm, and possibly take a power nap.
Beware, imps are sticky-fingered thieves. Trust me, we can spot our own. The floor is collapsing! Run! Run! Get out quick! I am compelled by some primal force always to play this song of fear and sadness. Please, bring me new music, that I may break this cycle of endless misery. Go on, do us a favor,
It's driving me mental.
Not again! The floor is giving way, Dan! Run for our lives! Looks like the heart is his only weak point. By the sacred underwear of Brittany, goddess of popular beat combos. I underestimated you, my friend. Dying obviously did you the world of good. That key opens the glass demon gate in the cemetery.
The Hall of Heroes. Sorry. What can I tell you? Your name's not on the list. I'm just messing. In you go.
Dan the man. Tell me, what's a warrior queen got to do to get a guy like you? Don't be shy, baby. I've seen you giving me the eye. You may be weak and feeble like all men, but I like you, Daniel. Here, lover, hold my spear. Grip it tight now, and think of me when you throw it.
Return to the graveyard. We went there earlier. If you have reasonable short-term memory, you might remember it.
We need to get out of this graveyard. The glass demon's key might help. This path leads to Undertaker. An old acquaintance of yours, eh, Dan?
can I help you, my musty friend?
Greetings, stranger. I'm Death. It is I who eased the passage of lost souls on their final journey. The hours are hell, but I wanted a job working with people. But hold. Have we not met before? Sir Daniel Fortescue! I've done you once already. I never forget a corpse. It's that pesky Zarok. I'm up to my eye sockets in the ex-deceased. Business hasn't been this brisk since the great massacre of Mellowmead. I may have to take on an intern. Help you fight Zarok? Of course. If only to get some rest. I'd be off on holiday topping up my tan if it wasn't for that evil old madman. But there is a way to stop him. You'll need the Anubis Stone. It was used by Zarok 100 years ago to create an undead army. The very army that you fought on the day of your, arrow-based mishap. After that most bloody of battles, the Gallowmere people acquired the stone. To prevent its power being used again for evil, they broke it into 4 and gave each piece to a trusted member of the realm. You'll need to find all 4 pieces to use the stone's power. Then you can summon up an army that can compete with Zarok's elite guard, the terrifying Phasguls. They sound like a trapeze act, but trust me, they're a lot less fun. Well, I've seen and heard many things on my deathly duties. I could write a book, you know. Of course, no publisher would touch it. All I want these days is romantic fiction and epic poems. Anyway, one piece was buried with the great Moloch chief. His tomb is in this very cemetery. The mayor of Sleeping Village inherited a piece from his predecessor and knows its current whereabouts. There's a rumor that the Witch of Pumpkin Gorge has a piece in her possession, although she may have put that about herself to drum up some tourist fortune-telling trade. Ah, yes, and the 4th and final piece is in possession of the deceased King of Gallowmere. Assuming he is still deceased. You never know these days, do you? I mean, look at you. But if he is, it'll be locked in his castle vault. Okay? You're very welcome. Now go and stop Zarok before he drives me to an early grave. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. It's mortifying, it really is. There's no end in sight.
By the sandals of the wandering hippie, the famous Moloch Chief's Memorial. done. Didn't Death say Anubis stone was buried around here? A piece of the Anubis stone. Its power and worth is unimaginable. I know a bar where you can get cash for this. Excellent work, my brother. Let me ruffle your hair. Oh, never mind. But we have escaped. Gallowmere Plains lies beyond that gate.
The Hall of Heroes. Like Valhalla. Only I'm legally obliged to say we're not affiliated.
At you look, running around in your bones, Fortescue. You are just so nouveau dead. I, Raven Hooves, last of the Centaur princes, have not the earth in 1,000 years galloped. But last time out, I won on the flat by 7 lengths. Carrying 9 stone 11. Crazy. Yourself a favor do, Fortescue. Take my long bow. It is the weapon of noblemen. My breeding you don't quite have, Mr. Johnny Die Lately. But you do your best, I sure. Ciao, Bell.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Smartphone users, press the button down there. PC users, please subscribe to my channel by hitting the link up there. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Also, you there, the one who didn't follow my orders? I'm coming for you now.